Hey guys, welcome to Individual Investor. Based on a recommendation, I recently read the book Rule 1 Investing by Phil Town. If you read this book as well, then this video is for you because I will show you guys how you can use the stock screener tool on YCharts to find Rule 1 investing stocks. Enjoy! Now, before we start, just a quick disclaimer. Phil Town, the author, actually wants you to find stocks within a sector or industry that sits at the intersection of your passion, your talent, and also how you make or spend your money. Pretty much like Warren Buffett always recommends, you have to stay within your own circle of competence. So I figured that you can still use a stock screening tool to find all the stocks that tick almost all the boxes from a Rule 1 investing perspective, and then from there you can narrow down the list based on the sectors or industries that you have most expertise in. So without further ado, let's now take a look at YCharts and how you can screen for Rule 1 investing stocks. I have been testing this tool for the last couple of days. I'm still within the 7-day trial. I would recommend that you check it out. So far, I really like what I'm seeing, and especially the stock screener, at least for Rule 1 investing purposes. So if we go to the tools and we go to stock screener, here we can build our stock screener. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually filter the securities first. So if we click on modify here next to securities, you can actually filter the securities by type, sector, exchange, etc. So what I want to do first is actually exclude some of the Chinese and Russian stocks for obvious reasons. So I'm going to go to headquarters region and then exclude China and where's Russia? Here. And then I'm going to also go to the incorporation region and do the same. So China and Russia. Okay, perfect. So we have now a list of roughly 28,000 stocks. Okay, great. Now let's go into the metrics or parameters to add our filters here. So if you go to equation, that's probably the only parameter that we need to configure here. So the first thing we need is the return on invested capital. And if you start typing here, you can see that the list will autocomplete for you. So I'm just going to type return invested capital. And something nice here is that there is a metric that actually looks at the 10-year median, okay? And then we'll put here some logic so that we only take the ones that are greater than or equal to 10%, okay? And if you type the number here, it will default to the unit of the metric that you are selecting. So return invested capital is measured in percentage. So if you type here 10, it'll be 10%. Okay. So let's submit that. Great. So now you can see that we're looking actually now at 1,700 stocks. Let's add the next one, the next criteria, which is the revenue growth. So same, if we type revenue here, and then when we type growth, you can see that there is I'm going to type 10. Yeah, there's actually a metric for the revenue, for the 10-year growth revenue, which is pretty nice. So let me select that, and then greater than or equal to 10%. Same deal. Okay, now we're down to 403 stocks. Let's add now the EPS growth. So I'm going to type EPS growth 10, and here we have the metric that we want. I'm actually going to select diluted so that it is more precise, and let's go greater than 10% as well. Perfect, down to 280 stocks. Next filter will be the book value or book value per share growth. In this case, if we type book value, we will be able to, let's see, 10-year. Okay, here is book value 10-year growth. and then same greater than or equal to 10. And then we need to add the final figure, which is the free cash flow or just cash growth. In this case, let's just go to free cash flow and type 10-year growth. Perfect. Then same deal, greater than or equal to 10%. All right, perfect. Here we have all the metrics for Rule 1 stocks. Okay, we can see that we're down to 120, which is a pretty nice number. Now, something to add here is remember in the book that there is an extra check you can run for long-term debt. So you want to make sure that the long-term debt can be paid in 3 years or less. So what we can do here is we go to the equation and we first find the total long-term debt. Long-term debt. Okay, let's select the annual one, so for the last year. And then here we can add an operator. So I'm going to put the slash here for to divide this by the free cash flow for the same period. Cash flow. Oops. Okay, free cash flow annual. Okay, and now so if we take the total long-term debt and we divide it by the free cash flow, we want to make sure that we want to pay that in less than 3 years. So in this case, the number needs to be less than or equal to 3. Okay. All right, let's submit that. And perfect, here we have the list of Rule 1 investing stocks. All right. And remember that you can save your filter, so you can just save it as Rule 1 investing screener. And there you go. That's how you create a stock screener for Rule 1 investing stocks on YCharts. Alright guys, I hope this video was useful. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my content. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon.